When the world sees a Christian, the world ought to know. Maybe they can't theologically define why, but they ought to know if they study us long enough. And we all have foibles and faults and warts and sins, but there ought to be a prevailing difference that we're no longer living for the common. We're living for that which is sacred and that which can never be taken away. That which is holy, that which is enduring. He says, I'm going to be with you. And I'll not fail you, nor forsake you. The presence of God was promised to Joshua. The presence of God himself. God has never promised anyone in this room, anyone in his family, God has never promised any of us that there would not be times when we felt his absence. But he did promise, and he did give us strong assurance in the Word of God, that while we may live seemingly apart from his presence, we may be trying to serve the Lord with every ounce of obedience and consecration and devotion we can, trying to take the sins out of our life, trying to walk uprightly, trying to read our Bible, praying, seeking his face, coming to church, trying to make a difference in this world of need. Yet there's still times feeling the presence of God seems so far away. Might be the only one. Maybe I'm the only one who struggles with that. And if you come out of an experience-driven church mentality, that will torment you. If you come out of a church mentality that measures everything by how often the hair stands up on the back of your neck or how often you get goose pimples or whatever kind of pimples they are. And I thank God for those holy moments. We ought to at times be in the presence of God and know it. Perhaps if we preached and thought and contemplated more of his holiness, we would have those noble biblical experiences of his holiness more often. But God didn't promise that there wouldn't be times in your life and mine when you don't feel his presence, when it seems like he is in fact absent. But he did promise his children, as he promised Joshua, you will never live in my absence. Because it's not how you feel. It's the integrity of God that gives us assurance that, lo, I am with thee always, Matthew 28:20, even to the ends of the age. It's the authority of God toward his children. In chapter 13 of Hebrews, verse 5, I will never leave you. I will never forsake